WSG bro. Natural disaster survival. Here's a game. Play something evil will happen. It's like natural disaster survival but better. Also there's no game sound. I wanna hear SWA soundtracks. WORNG game. Wrong game. Something evil will happen. Evil. The first one. The first one there. Happen bro. Something. Evil. There. And turn on game sound PLSSS. I can't hear.
Read the description.
KCA.
Why?
The game sound.
It is on.
Not microphone.
No, I know. I said read the description. Quiet.
Cause the music is good.
I don't care. I'm listening to my
I
own
can't
music.
hear
I'm
game
listening.
sound.
Oh my fucking god, bro. Do you have to whinge and bitch about everything? Jesus.
Wow, okay. Half the game
Read
is the music.
Read the description. Quiet. Quiet game. Not loud game. Just let me listen to my own music in peace.
Mad at me for asking a simple question.
I'm mad at you for
Horrible
a lot of
streamer.
other things. Not only just that.
Also you owe me 1,500 more Robux.
No, I don't. I changed my
What do I
avatar
see
like you
on her
said.
back?
I changed my avatar like you said. The deal's already been made. The deal has already been made. You
You'll
said you'd
take her
take it?
money as a donation.
Oh, fuck.
THX for donating to the development of my game.
It was a shitty game anyway. Not like I'm making a whole
Do it
background
now.
shorts video for it. Anyway, um, um,
Keep Conlino PLSSS. Dublino. I can't spell.
yeah, I'm sick of this game. Anyway, I'm listening to the new music. Ah, shit! Fucking music jump scare. Holy fuck. I forgot how loud that was. Let me turn it down. My ears, bro. Anyway, I'm listening to the new music disc.
Swearing.
Swearing! I don't
Your
give a
child
fuck
don't
if I
like
swear
that.
anymore. I don't give a shit, bro. Yo, YouTube. Fuck, fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck. Yeah, that's right, YouTube. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, if my stream stops, I'll just switch over to Twitch. It's fine. Twitch is a lot less strict. Anyway. So, wait. So you're telling me my avatar is
Twitch
inappropriate,
is more
but
strict
Megan
about
isn't.
swearing.
So you're saying my avatar is inappropriate, but Megan isn't, you know? If you know what Megan is, well, yeah.
I never said that.
Yeah, you said my avatar is too inappropriate for Roblox because there's kids playing. But Megan's too inappropriate for Roblox because there's kids playing. You know what Megan is. So why don't you get that banned then, huh?
You don't have control over Megan.
You know what Megan is. Oh, search up the movie.
You have control over her avatar though.
Go on, you know what the movie is. I think we all know what Megan is, and that's way too inappropriate for Roblox. That's actually worse than my actual fucking avatar. So, before you go complaining about shit like that, go look at like popular games like Evade and be like, oh wait, they got inappropriate shit too. And I get I can't control a game, but still, that's inappropriate for Roblox. Anyway, such as peak content. Actually, even better, I got even peaker content. What do you want to watch? Wait, Funem, what do you... Well, fuck you.
I'm gonna rank them. I made a tier list, and I don't know why. This game has been around for a long time, okay? Wizard Tycoon, I feel like I've seen it everywhere for the last, like, 10 years. I think I looked and it was like 9 years old.
Can I get like about
and
5
it looked
minutes?
alright. Unfortunately, it looked like it was from 2015, except the only parts that had been updated were the parts that were asking for money. So I played the game, I fought some guys and absolutely destroyed them. And my two main complaints were, yeah, it was just like so cash grabby, and then also I feel like it's really balanced wrong. I don't understand. At the time of recording, it had like 6,000 people on it, and I don't quite understand why. The first dropper took like 3 minutes to purchase. Like, who's sitting around for 3 or 4 minutes in order to buy one thing? Whenever you go and like step on a button, if you didn't have enough money, it would prompt you to buy it. Overall, yeah, I was actually pretty disappointed, to be honest, which is a shame because this is one of the games on the list which I was really excited to do because I thought, I don't know, I guess I thought because it's been around for so long, maybe this actually is kind of good, but I don't know. So for this game, I'm gonna say C for could you please stop making Roblox games. This hill is actually way less comfortable than I thought it was going to be. Next up we have a game which is definitely the newest game on this list. It's called Oobja.
Oh, why did he go sad? Oh, okay, Red, it looks nice on you. Thank you, man. You know I love you. Okay.
And then What else? I got to choose if I was a boy or a girl, and it had like this whole emotional message.
A boy or a girl? Perhaps it is neither. So I can't read. Perhaps neither. It's up to you. Oh, I can't walk. Awesome. I am a boy. Oh, I can move again. Thank you. He did temporarily paralyze me, so he's like, I always love you. I'm gonna paralyze you. But I do love you.
Also kind of disappointed, just because I've heard so much about it recently, and I thought, you know, maybe this is actually going to be a pretty cool experience, but it was really short. I don't know. It was a bit strange. Bless me.
Okay, so far, notice how we haven't been bombarded with any payments. However, this game does have like 100 times less players than the Tycoon, so...
I think I ended up giving it a B. I ended up giving it a B, which means bad on our scale.
Ubja is bad. Don't clip that. Don't clip. It's a good game. It's good. I think you will join and it will immediately, just like within 5 seconds, there's a purchase. Like the Wizard Tycoon. I just think there will be like a, buy a new bike! Buy a new bike! Okay, and I was correct. 1,000 Robux. But you can save loads of Robux, guys. What the heck is going on? I just wanted to ride a bike. What is happening? Skip. I have to pay to skip. What is happening? Okay, there's a couple of payments and some payments and a little bit of payments and then just a few payments as well. But aside from all these payments, we're looking pretty payment free at the minute. Almost every checkpoint there's like an advert or a payment plan or like a mortgage. I could see this game advertising insurance, like funeral care insurance to a child. Look, I'm trying to be an unbiased journalist right now. Unfortunately, I hate this game.
Obby with a bike gets a D for don't ever make a Roblox game again. Just kind of chose it. I didn't pick these games for any reason. I just sort of went through the games page and then just chose whichever one I wanted. Specifically, I chose games that I'd never played, so I've never played any of these, but yeah, it was just kind of random. But I picked it because I thought it'd be fun. I like maths. I like obbies, so maybe it'll be fun. And it kind of was, actually.
Okay, so we're starting off very simple, guys. 2 plus 2, that is actually 4. Battery hit. Lizzie did it. Okay, 34, Liz. Real quick on that. Oh my, Liz is going. Holy smokes. Wait, Liz! Liz, hold on! I died! Liz, don't... Liz!
I think perhaps people slightly younger are the audience of this game.
Liz, hold on! Liz has immediately gone into subtraction. Okay, I can't lie. I am a little bit bored.
But I did put it in A. This is an A tier game. It was amazing. I don't know, as a British person, I had no clue what was going on, basically.
Alright, we got a touchdown. Wait, no. The other team got a touchdown.
I played it for a round. Is there a round? Actually, I don't even know.
12-yard loss. Come on, ref. Is that how this game... Do we have referees?
But I think I played it for 5 minutes. And it was fun, but I just had no clue what was going on. We were getting touchdowns and kickoffs or something, and I was diving, but I kept missing because I was trying to work out the controls as well as the entire game, and then I ended up leaving because I just was confused.
No! Ah, they got a touchdown. I don't know what that means.
I think if I was to give feedback for this game, I mean, I know we haven't been giving feedback. Sure, this is... Welcome to Feedback with an Expert. It's me. I don't know what I'm on about. But I think my feedback would be just to include a tutorial, at least of the controls, and then maybe even a You're Not American tutorial, and then you could learn how the actual game of football works.
I'm gonna put it low A, okay? It's amazing. It's not as amazing as Math Obby.
Okay, next up is a really exciting game, because I think that my dad likes to play this game. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he started playing it 12 years ago. Yeah. I think he's still playing. I kind of knew what this game was about because it like blew up a really long time ago, right? So I kind of knew a little bit, but at the same time, I really didn't. Like I spawned in and I was just kind of like stood there. It wasn't extremely difficult. Like if I just stayed in one place, I was fine. And then after a little bit, the round ended and it said like, "Oh, this is a round-based game. You have to survive for 3 minutes." And then I just kind of
Hello.
stood there for like 3 minutes. I gave it a
Hello.
Okay, next up, I have to apologize.
Do you see the
guys.
chat I
I'm really
sent?
sorry. I played Toilet Tower Defense. It's just spur of the moment, you know. I just saw it and I thought I should play that because there's like 60,000 people playing it, so it must be a good game. I was about 5 minutes in and I realized
People getting killed by a robot isn't inappropriate.
it broke me. I was really sad about it. I think there were multiplayer modes, so maybe I would have found this more.
FNAF.
There were other people playing with me, but as it stands, I didn't have anyone to play with. I was on my own.
Have you seen the actual movie though?
Waves were kind of easy. I wasn't like the beginner's round. I don't know. I feel like it should have had some. I don't know. I wasn't like hooked.
I'm gonna put this above Ubja.
I didn't know anything about this.
Anyway.
I picked it because it had like a funny.
I gave you back your mod,
brush.
but it's
And that's
funny
why I
because
picked
if you
I started
remove it,
playing I love this
I
game.
gave you the
It was
Diddy
so
mod.
fun.
You
I joined, the round had already
I
started,
gave you the
and
Diddy
I had to
role
run
you
it.
created and made it a mod.
There's
So
my apple.
Nice.
I like that a lot. Can I
At.
like make the brush bigger? Yes, I can. Oh, this is an apple, baby! Holy crap!
Not an artist, but I tried, and I think it went okay. I couldn't work out
Freddy's.
how
Alright.
colors that you'd already.
well, really?
Also, I didn't make a Diddy roll.
Then who made it then? Huh? Anyway, what do you want to watch? I'm leaving it up to you. What do you want to watch?
Probably one of her mods.
I only have one, and he's never active on the server.
Law ability.
Wait, say that again? Can you type that in chat again?
Play IT.
No, can you say it in chat again? What? Which one do you want? I can't remember. What was it? Bloxwatch? Oh, laughability. Oh, not logability. All right, which screen? What screen do you want? It's got I'm in a party. What screen? Full screen or 3D? I'm gonna do 3D because it says recommended.
Hew.
Continue to be a problem throughout the rest of this video, to the point
Oh
of me
yeah, I
potentially
forgot.
getting fired later on. I'm starting to hate
I gotta
managers.
restart.
They do nothing but sit there, clog
Is there a way I
servers,
can
and ruin
restart
my...
it? Hang on. I don't.
Also, in making a vid about your type of avatar.
I don't care. How do I reset it? I'm gonna make it full screen because it's better in full screen. But still, how do I reset it?
servers and ruin my job. There's
Ah.
2 customers. Is every single manager just a useless piece of shit? Annoyed that I couldn't find a register to work at, I decided to take my 1 meal break of the day, which brings me to rules 2 and 3. Rule 2, I have to work 8 hours a day, just like a real-life job. And rule 3, I do get 1 30-minute meal break every shift. It's against state law to not allow employees a meal break, and I wouldn't want to get arrested or anything. Anyways, I came back from my meal feeling refreshed, and after mopping the floors a bit, ranked up to normal juicer. Oh, I've been promoted. 15 cents. Okay. Goodbye, stupid junior juicer rank. I make senior juices now. Alright, that's all for the good news. Bad news is managers are filling up the server again. At least I can serve
completely
robots
forgot
without
this
them
was in
breaking my
Roblox.
job this time. Probably. Hopefully. And
This
one thing
is
that
so
previous
good.
managerial incident taught me is that serving robots is actually
This is
really
so
good.
fucking
Like,
cool,
way
bro.
too good to ignore. Out of my total points, I'd say 90% have been from serving robots. 90%! Talking to real humans is way more fun and fulfilling, but if I plan on converting these points to money...
It's called the video uploader.
more NPCs. So, I did. I still had no idea what the conversion rate was, but I was...
This isn't that impressive.
day when I could find out.
Cool,
Surely
though.
it would be worth it, right? It didn't take too long before my brain started melting bad. I had to ask my robot customers to repeat their order every single time I served one, sometimes multiple times. For reference, at the beginning of today, I had no problem remembering orders with up to 4 items. Now I could hardly remember orders with 2. My mind was scattered, and the reason for that was something I didn't expect. The workflow. Doing this NPC strategy, there's no downtime.
Yeah,
There's
I did
never a
try this
second where I'm
once,
free to look down at my
and it
phone, do
absolutely
something else.
cooked my
Plus, I've
brain,
been all
and I
alone
couldn't
for the
even-
past 6
I
hours.
did- I
haven't
was trying to
spoken
do a
a
longer
word to
challenge than
anyone.
he
I have
did,
no coworkers to chat
which
to or
was
anything to give
I
my
have to
mind a
get
break.
to the
I just memorize an order,
max-
make the order, give the order. Memorize an order,
max,
make the order, give the order. Memorize an order, make the order, give the order.
roll, so like,
I am
if I
majorly burnt out.
can
Most of my
manage
challenge
it, if
videos, I
not,
get
just the
all
Have you
max.
ever touched grass?
challenge video because of rule
And
2,
it
I had to
absolutely
maintain full
hurt me, bro.
concentration on my job. Talking to friends
I
will only distract
will
me, but
appreciate
since I'm nearing
people
the end of my shift and not feeling great,
who
I figured
work
I'd invite some
now,
friends for me
like-
to show off my job too.
It was so
Little did I
hard.
know the insane situation this was
'Cause-
about to cause.
Okay, hold on.
Because
I
of
lied about
the,
my name being James, by the
amount
way. Blue,
of
Hawaii, and
brain
Joe,
capacity it took,
extremely
how
glazed
mentally
donuts.
draining
okay,
it
bad
was.
News, I broke the game. Can you just
It
pretend
just
I gave you all you
hurt.
need because it removed them
Actually,
from my inventory?
Yeah, thanks.
I
Now,
had to
watching this footage, you may have
I had
noticed my
to
3 friends
go
I
to
invited
Subway
lining up behind
Surfers.
my counter
I
to wait for their
literally
order. In this
had
game,
to go
having
to
a
Subway
line
Surfers.
isn't just
That's how
uncommon,
mentally
it's near
fucked up I
impossible.
was.
You saw how hard it was to get one human customer.
Judging the avatar, you've never touched grass.
In the building at a time. Why would they choose to form a line instead of just going to one
Yeah,
of
I
the
got
other
a video of
20
you
registers?
touching
Your
grass,
brain
by the
rotted.
way.
Makes sense.
I still have a
I
video
wasn't
of
the
you
only one
playing
who thought
touching
that,
grass.
because even more people
Yeah.
were lining up out of
I'll be
curiosity.
back.
Everyone wanted to know
Just
what the
enjoy
deal
the
was with
peak
my register,
content.
which led to them lining up to get to the bottom of it, which in turn expanded my line, making my register an even bigger deal. The feedback loop grew larger and
Why Subway Surfers?
many people were in my line. By the way, I told my 3 friends to not donate any money to me as that would be cheating, but I didn't tell these people.
If you need a break, get up and walk.
Biggest opportunity I've had all a challenge to make some good tips. I can't waste this. So I
Isn't
put on the
this
conversation
technically,
act I've been practicing over
breaking
the past
some
7
sort of
hours and started
copyright
learning
law
through
violation?
customers. There's so many people. The
'Cause
line is like
I'm not meant
10
to be,
people
like-
long. But still, I
like,
was
this is
having
someone
much
else's.
healthier.
with everyone in line, and they all started to really like me. Most importantly, though, they were giving me some fat tips. Don't take that out of context. I was making so much money that I
I'm
couldn't
gonna go-
count it all. A 5 Robux tip here, a 20 Robux tip there. Yes, yes, I got tipped! I was doing great. A little too great. As my line got longer, I realized I was sapping away all the customers from my fellow workers. It was so bad that they started coming to my counter to try and convince the customers to order from them instead. I'm basically doing the exact same thing I got mad at the managers for doing earlier, preventing others from getting customers. It sucks not fully capitalizing off such an amazing opportunity, but I will be 6 feet under before I start acting like a manager. So, I told everyone that I was stopping cashier work for the day and encouraged them to go visit my coworkers instead of me. Don't worry though, I'm not quitting. I'm just gonna mop until they go away. Fine. That quick span where I took their orders was still hyper successful though, and those aren't even the best tips I get in this video. Anyways, I wasn't sure how many Robux I got, but it was definitely a lot. Not enough to win the challenge, but a lot. Sadly though, I wouldn't know for sure until the very end because of Rule 4. I'm not allowed to check how many Robux I've earned until the challenge is finished. Figured it would add some mystery and keep me on my toes. Last hour of the first day. After all the chaos from earlier died down, I went back to serving robots. It was still boring and managers were still clogging the server, but all of that was just a distraction from the lowered mental state I mentioned earlier. And during this moment, it was about to reach the worst it's been. I don't know if you can,
Anyways, please touch grass.
Fireworks being launched
Bye.
outside my house. It is very close to the 4th of July as of filming this. I would really like to go see them. I was just thinking, I was like, I heard them and I was like, dang, I want to go see those. And then I realized I can't. God, they're loud. I have 20 minutes left of my shift, and by then they'll probably be done. Which I guess is sad. I feel like I may have more moments like that during this challenge, where I want to go up and do something, but unlike the other challenges I've done, like the RNG game one, I can't AFK at all. I need to be constantly working. There is not a moment where I can stop working, which is why I'm working while I'm literally working while talking to you right now. It's definitely not my definition of fun. I pretty much would rather be doing anything else. This was just the start of my unhappiness. The first sign. Later in the video, it would escalate more and more. Not looking forward to that, but enough rants and vibes. I just finished my first day of the challenge. Remember how I've been non-stop talking about grinding points and converting them to rub? Okay, yeah, you remember. It's time to finally figure out the conversion rate. How much will these points actually be worth? Alright, let me research this. So by the end of the day, I earned 250 points, not bad. That amount of points gives me 50 Robux. Wow. Okay, that's actually really good. That's a third of my goal. I didn't even optimize my workflow. If I grind harder, I could have probably made double that. Huh. If I just grind points for the other 2 jobs, I'll have more than enough to complete my goal. It'll suck. It won't be fun at all. I mean, look at what happened to me after doing it for only a couple hours. But it's indisputably the best chance I have to make the 150 Robux. Talking to real humans was my favorite part of today, but it's too inconsistent. Almost nobody tipped me until the very end. Alright, when I wake up tomorrow, I will spend the entire day speaking it to no one, interacting with no humans. I'm just gonna buckle down and exclusively try to get points, no matter how bad it might make me feel. Good night. Another day, another training. I'm moving on to my second job. Being a responsible employee, I arrived at the training 10 minutes early, and holy crap, there's so many people. The game is full. No one else can join. The server is full, and it doesn't even start for 7 minutes. 7 minutes before it starts. Glad I chose to arrive early instead of on time. Damn, these jobs are popular. Wow, we're not required to use proper grammar at the job. This job is awesome! Anyways, the training began, and I instantly noticed this job was way harder than the last one. Is the ice cream machine working? No. I was kinda struggling, but as always, I finished first. I mean, my competition is literal children, and after about 40 more minutes of training, I finally passed. Joining the game, I started the timer for my next 8-hour shift working at Boba Cafe. I'll be making drinks that are way harder than they should be. More on that later. And, I guess not talking to customers. Just grinding for points instead. This'll be fun. As I found my way to the kitchen, I instantly noticed 4 glaring roadblocks I'd have to face. First off, the game is really hard. I'm already messing up robot orders. Not a good sign. Second off, the rules here are different. NPC customers are limited. You can't just make an order whenever you want. You have to wait until the cooldown wears off to spawn one. Third off, the game is glitchy. A drink I worked hard to make got thrown out because of a glitch with the order timer. In fact, the glitches get so bad that later they may even ruin the challenge. Fourth off, I'm stressed. I hardly have any time to complete these orders, man. But all that will be worth it when I make my money. It may be way harder to make points in this game, but surely the point to Robux ratio will be better to make up for it. I just gotta lock in and grind, and I already have a plan. So, every single food and drink item you give someone in this game is worth 1 point. It doesn't matter what it is. However, some orders are much easier to make than others. For example, if someone orders a boba tea, I need to choose the correctly sized cup, fill it up with the right tapioca, grab a shaker, fill it with the right type of milk, whether it's almond or regular, add the right amount of ice, add the right drink powder between like 20 different options, add the right amount of sugar, shake it all up, pour it into the cup, get the lid sealed, and put it all into a cup sleeve. Done! If someone orders a boba popsicle, I need to grab it. That's it. Both of these orders are worth the same amount of points for some godforsaken reason. Obviously, we want to prioritize doing the easy orders, and ideally, never do a hard order if we don't have to. But how can I ensure that? Well, this game works on a line-based system. As a barista, you put your name on the list and then get assigned an order to fulfill after a few minutes of waiting. If I just bide my time until right before my number's called, I can serve an NPC and make sure they ask for something easy. Sounds like a plan. In fact, to help me out, let's set a goal. I want to make as many points as I did at Hokui Cafe, 250. The points in Boba Cafe are much harder to get, so it may not be possible, but this new strategy seems pretty good and will surely work. The strategy does not work at all. This game has been a massive, monotonous grind. Just doing the same thing over and over, very slowly. The mechanics are so annoying, and you basically have to wait 10 seconds before doing anything. Want to put ice in a cup? Spend 3 seconds holding down E to open the ice box, then slide this glitchy bar over to scoop the ice, and finish by watching a 5-second animation of you doing it. And then just repeat that for every single one of the 15 steps there is to completing an order. Yay! Plus, I'm being reminded just how strict these jobs are. Someone next to me just got in trouble for points cheating. These managers are always watching you and are incredibly serious. I'll just make sure to stay out of trouble, I guess. I keep reminding myself it'll all be worth it. I'm having no fun anymore because I've abandoned serving human customers, but the feeling I'll get when I exchange all my points for Robux at the end of the day will be sublime. That is, if I even get the points. I need to make a new strategy quickly. Okay, I think I got one, and it actually works this time. See, I figured out that the best type of order you can get, the one you want to aim for above all else, is a multi-order. People can order up to 4 items at once in this game, and if they do, every item is assigned to the same barista. As a worker, if you get assigned one of these massive orders, you basically get to kill 4 birds with 1 stone. But, you may have noticed, I said people can order them, not robots, which means it's basically up to luck whether or not you get one of them. But, it's better than taking a robot order, so I'll test it out. And while waiting to receive my human orders, I discovered the best strategy in the entire game. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for mopping! Yeah, mopping the floors. This is the best strategy. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for certain, but I'll make sure to test it out after my dinner break.
It's already 6:45 p.m. I should go eat dinner. I've been very hungry for 2 hours now. I don't know why I pushed it off for so long.
Roblox 9 to 5 got me tweaking.
Upon returning from dinner, 2 notable things happened. One, I found out that mopping is really good. I tested it out a little. It's even better than I thought it would be. Guess we'll have to keep track of my points and see how much it impacts them later. This could wind up being a crazy Robux hack when I convert my points to money. 2, I got the saddest order I've ever received. An empty cup with 3 shots of espresso. No ice, no sugar. I don't know who ordered this, but you're too young to be that depressed. My dinner overlapped quite a bit with this hour, so I hardly got any points, but now it's time to really test how good mopping is. Okay, it's definitely great, but I can optimize it more. I have to memorize every single spot a spill can appear and check every single one constantly without any breaks. I must always be scanning the area frantically. This might make me, unhappy. But remember, it'll all be worth it for the points I'm grinding. It'll all be worth it.
Get to mopping, boy! That's me. I'm the mopping boy. People are starting to realize how much I'm mopping. Because I'm the only guy who knows how to mop in this game, I bet. I'm sure no one else has thought through the mopping meta like I have, and is metagaming the mop system in this game.
But that random citizen had a point. I have been the mop boy for about an hour now, and to tell you how important that job was, I bring to you a true story that ends with the whole challenge being changed. The story of Mop Boy. Mop Boy, who is definitely not just me, started off like anyone else. Passionless, confused. He didn't know what he wanted to do. His life was meaningless. Until one day, when he saw something horrible. A terrifying spilled drink had caused an innocent and probably 5 years old player to slip, injuring them so much that they could hardly stand up. Again, to slip on the same spill 2 more times in a row. This broke Mop Boy's heart. To see the pain of this very IQ-starved individual. He had to make this right. He had to protect people. So, he did. Mop Boy began mopping up spills all across the cafe, saving stupid 5-year-olds everywhere from slipping like morons. A fire inside Mop Boy's heart was lit. He had a purpose. He was happy. But then, disaster. He was headed to clean up a spill just like he always did, but this time, something was off. The second he pulled out his mop, the world glitched. The spill couldn't be cleaned. There was nothing Mop Boy could do. It was then he heard the voice of his senile old grandpa echoing in his head. On July 6th, 2024, at exactly 11:46 p.m., you will fail. Mop Boy never did know what his peepaw meant telling him that every day. Until now. No, this can't be the end. He has to find a new server. He hates these spills. He must defeat them. So he tried, joining cafe after cafe, each more glitchy than the last. Sometimes spills would be permanently out of reach. Sometimes they wouldn't exist at all. These spills Mop Boy hated so much, he found himself missing them. He missed the good times they had. The spills had fun giving random people horrible concussions, and he had fun mopping them up. Perhaps this whole time, the spills, his greatest enemy, were actually his lover. No, that's stupid. I'm sorry. My brain is so melted from mopping. Just pretend I said friend. Lover was stupid. Are you pretending? All right, back to the story. He had to find a way to reconnect with his enemy. His friend. His spills. But he's checked every single cafe. They're all glitched. He can't. But what's that he sees? Since his search began, it looks like a new cafe was made. Sprinting to the new cafe, he busted through the doors with the strength of an angry gorilla and saw nothing. Just like the games before it, there was nothing here. It was over. With the sadness of a sad gorilla, he turned away and began to walk out. Until he smelled something. A smelly smell. A smell he recognized. The heavily contaminated rotten egg water of the cafe. Was there? No. There couldn't be, but there was a spill, and not just 1, 2, and not just 2, 3, and not just 3, 4, and not just 4. Oh, okay, it was 4. Sorry, 4 spills. 4 spills! That was more than he'd ever seen. This wasn't just a cafe, it was mop heaven. Mop Boy did it, and this time he would never take the spills for granted again. They gave him a purpose, and he now knew just how important that was. Anyways, long story short, mopping sucks. It's literally the same thing over and over constantly. There's no gameplay. You don't even get to slide the bar like you did for the ice. It's just look for spill, hold E, wait to clean, look for spill, hold E, wait to clean. This is even worse than NPC grinding from day one. Way worse. Plus, there was a point to that story to show you how glitchy this game is. Mopping only works in 1 out of the 6 servers this game has. And there's no guarantee it'll continue to work here. It might glitch again, but I'm stuck having to do it. It's objectively the best way possible to get points. I used to earn about 20 points an hour. I'm now earning triple that at 60 points an hour. I'm forcing myself to do this. I have to. But because of that, this stretch of the challenge was about to be the worst I've experienced so far. For the first time in the entire 14 hours I've worked, there's an employee shortage. We went from